All right, welcome back for another edition of Calhoun County's Most Wanted, the program where you get to help make Calhoun County a better and safer place for everybody by helping us lock up the bad guys. And I say us, it's just me here today. Everybody at the Sheriff's Office is very busy with other duties today. We like to have a presence from the office here on the show each week, but the first priority is making sure that the business out there in the community is being taken care of, and that's what they're working on today. Maybe we'll hopefully see the sheriff back here again soon on camera. But I can handle things for here. You guys are doing a great job of helping us find the folks that are on our list, and we will get to this week's list here shortly. But let's go ahead and congratulate you on the 11, I believe it was, that you helped us find over the past week or so. That brings our total now, the count since we started this show 13 years ago, to 4,030 people that you have helped us to arrest. Too many to fit on one screen there for this week. So great job, guys, and we appreciate you tuning in every week to watch the show and calling in any information that you have. And I understand that most weeks you're probably not going to have any specific information, but just keep on watching. When you do see something, call us in, and encourage all your friends and family to watch as well, so that the more eyes we have on this TV show, the more information we're going to get back, and the better we're going to be able to do the job of protecting and serving the people of Calhoun County. So just keep that information coming, and check us out on Facebook as well for information like what you see here on the TV show. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we'll have the first half of this week's lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. And here we go with this week's lineup of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. We start off again with Remington Johnson of Birmingham. He is wanted for murder. Chante Batchelor of Anniston, wanted on a probation violation for theft of property, first degree. Jacob Culp of Anniston, wanted on a probation revocation for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. Tandrika Higgins of Anniston, wanted for failure to appear for possession of a controlled substance and obstruction of government operations, also use and possession of drug paraphernalia. Byron Hester of Anniston, wanted on failure to appear warrant for illegal possession of prescription drugs. Randall Bunn of Oxford, wanted for failure to pay for second-degree arson. And Jennifer Hill of Anniston, wanted on a failure to appear warrant for obstruction of justice using a false ID. Any one of these, if you have information about them, please contact Calhoun County Crime Stoppers. We want your information, not your name, and you could get a cash reward of up to $1,000. The number to call is 256-238-1414. We've got plenty more bad guys. We'll talk about them coming up in just a few minutes, but right now we want to welcome our guest onto the show. We've got Lindsay Fry with us from Jacksonville State University and the Small Business Development Center.
Yes.
Good to see you, Lindsay.
Thank you for having us. Thank you. Great to see you.
Appreciate you being here, and
yes,
greatly appreciate the help that you guys give to small businesses here in Calhoun County and East Alabama, because
yes,
people, we talk about these big businesses, right, and they're important.
Right.
And it's great if somebody wants to come to Calhoun County and bring 4,000 new jobs, right, that's going to be great. But it's the small businesses that really move our economy.
Definitely, definitely, yes. So we're very fortunate. In our office, we have some great people, great business advisors working in there. So we have a large range of different expertise that we have. Mm-hmm. First off, the Small Business Development Center, for those that don't know what we do, but we help small businesses, of course, who are either trying to start their own business or they're already in business and just need a little extra help. Mm-hmm. We help with something as easy as, should I be an LLC? Should I be a sole proprietor? You know, we can help you answer those questions. Business plans, I've got it up here, but I need to write it down. Mm-hmm. So we can help with that. We can help with marketing, some market research, all sorts of things.
And that's why a lot of people don't get into business, even though they've got the dream, they've got the plan, they just don't know, they're not sure of what all the steps are that they have to take, and they don't realize the help that's available to them. But when you look at what technology has done and how so many things have changed, yeah, there are government regulations, and you can always argue about what's tougher or easier than it used to be, but there are so many different things to help you get out there on your own today.
Definitely.
The world is wide open in a way it never has been before.
Right, definitely. No one is born knowing how to start their own business. You know, my family's been in business. Even though some seem like it. Right, well, some might seem like it, but no one is born knowing how to do that. So that's what we're there to help. So we're happy to help.
What are the biggest questions that you're getting right now?
Oh my goodness, well, I'm actually the procurement specialist, so I have a little bit different role. I help clients who are wanting to sell to either the federal, state, or local governments. So right now, minority certifications are very big. So that's the biggest questions I get, and that's something we can get into. But you know, with the federal government, if you're a minority, whether you're a woman, African American, Indian, anything like that, you can actually get special, what we call set-asides, where you're going to be a little more likely to get a government contract. So that's probably my biggest questions right now. And veteran-owned certifications. So those are the biggest ones for me right now.
A lot of things out there to help people from the different groups and minorities.
Definitely.
And such.
Yes, definitely.
But regardless of whether you fit in one of those categories or not, the help is there from the SBDC. And so businesses that we're seeing pop up in Calhoun County in this area, or are we seeing any kind of a trend on what kind of businesses, or is it more retail, more?
You know, it's still a wide range of different things. A lot of it is service driven, especially with my clients. You know, we have a lot of service, whether it's environmental services or janitorial services, things like that, but mainly services is what I'm seeing. So.
A lot of the service, and of course, what you really want is a good variety of
Definitely.
Of everything, so that you're not too dependent upon all the panic that we had in our community when Fort McClellan was closing.
Right.
You don't want to be too dependent upon one area.
That is right.
Let's be honest, we are very dependent upon the depot right now. That's one example of something that would really have a huge impact on this local economy if something were to happen there. But I think we have gotten a little bit better, I think, and less dependent.
I believe so. Yes, definitely. Now, a lot of my position deals with the Anderson Army Depot, of course, because that's most of the people in this area. When they're wanting to sell to the government, they're wanting to sell to, you know, our neighbor in the backyard.
And that's something that a lot of people kind of overlook, because most of us, if we don't work there or our spouse doesn't work there, we don't ever go to the depot. We don't see everything. It's not top of mind to us. But there is so much going on there. There's still plenty of opportunity. Definitely.
You know, I have a lot of clients come in and say, you know, I want to sell to the depot, but I don't know what to sell, you know, and you say, what do they buy? And I'm like, well, it's like a business, you know. They're going to buy anything from writing pens to parts of a tank. So anything. So there's still a great market out there for the people in our area.
All right. What about developing that business plan? You talk about that, having it in your head.
Definitely.
But if you're going to need some funding,
exactly,
you need to have it down on paper.
You have to have it on paper. You know, and the writing part of it, the narrative is hard enough. But then when you have to have projections, you have to have your cash flows, your profit and loss sort of things. I mean, most of us, the normal person, wouldn't know how to put that together. And that's one reason we're there. You know, like I was saying, we have a diverse group in our office. You know, we have business advisors who were in the banking industry, who have owned their own businesses. We have people who were in the accounting industry. We even have people who had owned their own franchises. So, you know, we have that expertise there to help you out with that. So,
and a great way to get to know about that is to attend workshops, right?
Yes, correct. Yes.
We'll talk about those. We need to take a quick break, but we'll talk about the workshops coming up here in just a few minutes on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Here we go with the second half of this week's lineup of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. Brian Hudley of Anniston is wanted on a failure to appear warrant for obstruction of justice using a false ID. Patricia Murray of Anniston, failure to appear for obstructing government operations. Patricia Stitz of Jacksonville, wanted for failure to appear for possession of marijuana, second degree. Shayla Connell of Anniston, wanted on a failure to appear warrant for use and possession of drug paraphernalia. Thomas Parker of Piedmont, wanted for failure to appear, obstruction of government operations. And Jerry Ramsey of Ohatchee wanted for failure to appear for drug offender ephedrine. If you have any information about these cases, or if you can help me say ephedrine correctly, please call Crime Stoppers. No, don't do it for that. 256-238-1414. We want your information, not your name. We'll have our Crazy Criminal of the Week and the Crime Stoppers segment of the show coming up in just a few minutes. But right now we're talking business, specifically small business. We've got Lindsay Fry from JSU and the Small Business Development Center with us. And Lindsay, before the break, we were talking about workshops, which is a great way to come in and get familiar with the SBDC and what you guys have to offer and really buckle down and learn something useful.
Definitely. Well, first off, every workshop, all counseling sessions we have, every workshop is completely free. There is no charge for anything, and it's all confidential. We had a great workshop a couple of months ago, and we do this yearly for capital access. So I know you were talking about, you've got to have a business plan if you're needing funding. Well, we have all sorts of resources that, we can help you with that. We don't loan out money, of course. The SBA, who we are a partner with, does not loan out money. But they have programs that can help you work with your lender, basically where they're guaranteeing a certain percentage. So we had a workshop a couple of months ago where we had all these different lenders come and tell, what they can offer, people coming in and coaching you on the best ways to get the funding. So that's one of the workshops, like I said, we have yearly. In different chamber locations. We actually visit our area chambers to do these sort of things also. So that was one great one we had. Now I actually have one coming up tomorrow. A little backstory behind this. Like I said, I'm the procurement specialist, so I help clients who are wanting to sell to the government. Well, I have really been working hard with the Anniston Army Depot. We have formed a partnership where they're going to come in, at least 6 this year, 6 workshops, and have their contracting professionals come in and speak at these workshops. And I think that's very important because this is our second one, but I can stand up there and tell you something all day long. But if I can get the contracting professionals, the people that are making these decisions and writing these contracts and approving them, come in and give things from their perspective, I mean, to me, that is huge, and not only that, but it gets the contracting professionals in front of my clients, which is very hard to do.
Right.
So tomorrow's workshop is on capability statements, which all that is, it's like your business flyer, but it's put in a format that the government accepts. And the do's and don'ts of it, how to set yourself apart, and also on capabilities briefings. So if you actually do get that coveted spot to go in and speak to someone at the depot, what should you do, what should you not do, how to prepare, and that's coming straight from a contracting professional tomorrow.
And all of these things, when you get down to it, these are the things that are the easy part of setting up a business. It's just that you don't know them.
Right.
The tough part is what you got in your head, the specific plan that's different from what anybody else is doing. That's the middle of the puzzle, and that's the tough part, but
it is.
You understand that, you just don't know all these other things. You get a little bit of help from the SBDC.
Right.
Now you know these things, you can fill out the edges of the puzzle, and then the rest is just going to fall into place.
It's definitely all a puzzle. That's a great way to put it, putting the puzzle pieces together. So yes, all of these workshops help you put in a little piece of that puzzle every time.
And every piece you put in, the picture comes more into view clearly. It all seems that much easier. It starts flowing. This isn't something where people are going to be coming in and somebody's going to think, well, this person doesn't know what he's doing. He's coming in here asking us to. No, everybody has to learn this from somewhere. Now, if you didn't go to business school to get a degree, there's going to be a lot of stuff you don't know. Even if you did go to business school, you don't know all the specifics of dealing with Anniston Army Depot, for example.
No, you don't. So yes, that is one great reason why we're there. And also we do service 7 counties for the SBDC. Now in my role I actually service 9. So anyone that's interested, even if you're not in Calhoun County or Jacksonville is a little too far for you to come, we visit all the different chambers on a monthly basis. So we can set appointments there too.
Well, let's talk about how the things are looking overall in East Alabama. I know you guys take some time to analyze the marketplace and how do you see things moving here in the next few years?
I think think things are moving very well, you know. Given the change in president and the initiatives with, I know when we were at our last SBDC conference, we had Miss McMahon speak, you know, so who is over the SBA, and things are looking great, you know. No matter how you stand on the president, things are going well. Things are looking up, you know, more for small businesses.
All right, well, that's good news. So if
Yes,
somebody
definitely.
wants to get a business started and they're just kind of at that, okay, I know what I want to do, I don't know how to do it stage, let's get started. I haven't made any contact with the SBDC.
Right.
What should they do today?
Just give us a call, or you can email us. You can actually go to jsusbdc.edu, I believe, and you can sign up online, and we'll give you a call within a day or two and set something up. And like I said, it's all completely free and confidential.
I'm not going to do everything for them, but you'll give them
That
the
is
information that they
right.
need
That
to
is
know
right.
to be
We're
able
going
to
to
do
coach
it.
you. Yes, yes.
All right, well, thank you very much.
Thank
Appreciate you, Lindsay.
Yes, thank you.
Keep it
Enjoyed
going. All right, we're going to take another break. I will be back with the Crime Stoppers segment of the show and our crazy criminal of the week on Calhoun County's Most Wanted. And now it's time for the Crime Stoppers segment of Calhoun County's Most Wanted. See if you can help us solve these property crimes. Sometime between August 23rd and 29th, a home on Dogwood Lane in Piedmont was broken into. Assorted hand tools, a red Craftsman toolbox, 2 grinders, a steel chainsaw, 3 floor jacks, Xbox, and Nintendo game systems with various games all were taken. And on August 31st, a vehicle on Stadium Drive in Alexandria was broken into. A wallet with the contents and currency, a Pioneer radio, and some speakers were stolen. Between September 6th and 7th, a blue Miller Bobcat welder was stolen from Stadium Drive in Alexandria. On September 6th, a red tilt bed utility trailer was stolen from a residence on Holland Finley Road in Jacksonville. On September 9th, between 8:30 in the evening and 9 p.m., a car was broken into while parked at Dollar General on Highway 431 North in Ohatchee. A purse with its contents was taken. On September 12th, a delivered package was stolen from a porch on White Plains Road in Anniston. On September 13th, an attempted burglary occurred at a home on Nunnally Lake Road. On September 14th, another package was stolen, this one out of a mailbox at a residence on Silver Circle in Jacksonville. Again, if you have any information about these cases, we want you to call Crime Stoppers. We don't need your name, just your information, and you could receive a cash reward of up to $1,000. The number to call is 256-238-1414.
Stupid! You're so stupid!
All right, our crazy criminal this week is from Indiana. His name is Sean Harris, and we've got a picture of Mr. Harris here, who went in and he robbed a gas station. He stole food, he stole drinks, he stole cigarettes. He did not steal or purchase any gasoline, which caused a problem when he ran out of gas just down the road. A police officer saw him, stopped beside the road, pulled over to help, and gave him all kinds of help, including a place to stay for a little while. You're going to rob a gas station, you might want to check your fuel tank before you drive away. Anyway, all right, so we appreciate you tuning in and watching the show. We hope that you've seen something that you can help with, because we need your help every week. Again, this week, 11 arrests, thanks to you guys calling in that information. We've got several crimes that we need some information on this week. If you haven't seen the entire show, maybe you just tuned in late, the whole show is available online. You can go to tv24.tv and you can watch this show on demand whenever you're ready for it. It's up there with a YouTube video, and we also put the specific elements of the show with the Most Wanted lineup and the Crime Stoppers crimes. We put those out on the Facebook page, so make sure that you have liked the Calhoun County Sheriff's Office Facebook page, and you'll see those videos popping up in your news feed from time to time, and hopefully you'll see something that you can help us with. That's all the time that we have for this week. We'll be looking for you again next week, but hopefully not in the lineup on Calhoun County's Most Wanted.